Hello everyone, today we're going to give you the video review of the Lg Glimmer. This is the international version and the CDMA international version without the brand name of a US carrier like, this device is being carried up by US Cellular, Altel, Verizon, some of the other names. This is a blanked device, for example. We did already receive the Altel version in the mail. I'm going to show you that right now. It has a brand name on top, but this does not. So it's basically the free version of the handset, which is pretty exciting. It still has this very great touchscreen, bright and spacious in terms of that. Still has the same Razr keypad. It's basically the same thing under the hood, just that it's got a little bit more choice and freedom in terms of actually choosing in terms of taking it across seas and giving it a little bit of a twist there. So in the States, we're still using Altel just for the sake of comparing the two devices. You'll see that in the boot up screen, and after we get this device loaded up. It's flashed to Altel right now in the States, because we need it to compare with the Altel exclusive version to see which one is a little bit better and faster. And so far, performance results is that it's very similar. We do like the unlocked version though, because there's no contract in terms of being locked down to one thing, and it's also a lot more solid in terms of international roaming, but all the other features are pretty much par on par, which is pretty impressive. There's still the haptic feedback, which is the tiny vibration that you get whenever you press something. You still get the full live home screen business, which is really exciting. And of course, the four keys that take you to the multimedia features, like the images, the calendars, the music players, the video players. There's Bluetooth, voice recognition, and all that crazy, but really great features. You have apps built in like Access TV, for the Altel version, and we found that this device was a little bit more cleaner than the Altel exclusive version, which is a little bit funny. But again, multimedia is a strong point on this device. You do have the microSD card slot located behind the battery, which is kind of hard to access and it's a low point there, but this is a very solid device to feel, and there is no direct, there's only 2.5mm headphone jack here, not a 3.5mm, so that's a little bit sad. Messaging, again, is not going to be your strong suit here, as although you have the ability to call people and text using T9, there's no QWERTY virtual keyboard, which is kind of shocking. They could have added really easily, I think, a QWERTY keyboard, but they did not, and that's a little bit worrisome there. Cooler features that we found includes the world clock, which takes you upon different states and kind of zooms in upon different regions, and we can zoom into a map, Google Map-like experience in order to just take a look. Touchscreen responsibility is great, very sharp, very easy to press, and the web browser, which is Access Web, is very simple and easy to use as well. Let's take a look at the camera application, which is Access by pressing the camera key on the sides here, the volume rocker, the 2.5mm headphone jack, and of course the hold button that we were talking about. Let's see, the camera is one of the multimedia functions. We can take the camera. The camera has a full flash. It is a 2-megapixel camera lens, which is pretty good. As you can see, a full suite of functions. It's a really great camera, which is pretty good, because this is a strong multimedia device in terms of that. For international travelers, it's a great picture device as well, and it's very easy to use and interact with. So overall, what do we think of this device? It's got great connection, great sellability, really strong call quality and battery life for a touchscreen device. It's really easy to actually call people due to the full physical keyboard, and it's just one of the more inexpensive touchscreen handsets that is still modern and crisp on the market out there. So we really like the Lg Glimmer. It's a really new twist on touchscreen devices, on feature phones, and we're really glad to see this device in the States using the Altel version. For now, though, the international version we think is a little bit better, but it's definitely going to cost you more money. That said, if you have, if you're more of a travel-heavy person and you plan on using the Lg Glimmer for a long time, the international version will be a better version than the Altel one for you. And for OS and VTX reviews, this has been the Lg Glimmer international unlocked version.